Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is season 3 of Thiquetalk podcast, episode 1. Baby, we are back, and when I say we are back and better than ever with a fucking vengeance. Whew, it's been a long break. They said it's gonna be like getting on a bicycle, but I don't know what kind of bicycle it is because I was not trying to get on it today. But we had to come back to what we love to do. So, welcome back, Von J, the baddest.
Hi, T-Nell, the First Lady. How are you?
See how she do, y'all. It don't be me, it be her. Y'all always say I'm the extra one. It really be her.
Girl,
All I
the
say-
girl's trying to clock in because let me tell you something, baby. I am tired. Today was my first day trying to get up early and go to the gym and, start to incorporate my new schedule. And, baby, that hurts. Hurting.
Well, welcome
It's
back
hurting.
and welcome to
I'm
the
looking
good
at it in
life.
my eyes. It looked like I took an edible, actually. That's what it looks like.
Well, we did that on Sunday. But nevertheless, it's been a very long break. It's been since Valentine's Day. Since we last saw each other, we last did any kind of interaction here on Thiquetalk podcast. But it's officially been since January the 4th or 5th since our actual season 2 finale. So I just gotta say, thank y'all for hanging in there with us. Thank y'all for doing your big one. Thank y'all for supporting. But we are excited to be back in season 3, not just because of a new look, a new color, a new hairdo, but because we got some new guests this season. We are stepping it up a little bit. We're taking the feedback and we're putting it to the pen and paper and bringing it to the camera and the microphone. So without further ado, I do have to say cheers to season 3 of Thiquetalk podcast. My co-host Von J. Cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers.
Now, of course, a lot of people want to know. The first question people have been dying to know is season 3 is here, but what is going to be different about season 3 that we did not see in season 1 and 2? I know I can talk for days, but Von J, what are you expecting out of season 3?
Season 3, I'm expecting elevation. I'm expecting to see things progress. I mean, you will be able to definitely tell the difference in season 1 and season 2 to season 3. I think that we're really doing a great job with the rebrand and relaunch and all that good stuff, getting logos and all that good stuff done, working on the merchandise and all those things. All of that is going to come into play, and it's going to be a big old fold and coming together to make sure that everything looks good for season 3. So I'm excited for all of that. What about you?
I am most excited about season 3 to see who our guests are this season and to watch us curate a space that we haven't done thus far. I'm just so excited. Of course, we know more than what we're telling because we've pretty much planned the whole season. But I don't know. I'm really excited about everything. I think particularly just excited to be back. I was kind of nervous. It's literally been since January. Today is April the 21st, 22nd. So it has been almost 4 months since we've done this, and the break was much needed, y'all. We did season 1 and 2 in 1 year, and we rolled, baby. We did it with y'all, but we needed a break, and with that break comes a lot of things. But I do have to ask you, Vaughn, season 1 or season 2? We've had a lot of time to review. Both me, you, and I, and the team have viewed our episodes numerous times. Season 1 or season 2 is your favorite?
The pilot.
Excuse me. That was not an option.
I'm gonna say season 1, and I'm gonna tell you why I say season 1. I say season 1 only because I feel like we were so raunchy. I feel like it was okay, we still trying to find our niche. It's we're in there, we're throwing our foot in the tub or water, the pool, whatever you want to say. We're testing the waters out, so we're trying to figure out where we lay. And I felt like that was some pure
didn't know it. Okay.
It's all black.
A BBC, a big back cutie.
The thickums, the thickies.
Send us your coming out story. We'll share it on our pages.
I think if I'll say this, if you have preferences, that's fine.
150 of them will come meet you like that boy said back in the day, at the back door.
It was like purely us. Like I feel like it was our real attitudes. It was our real, like life at the time. I feel like now we're elevating a little bit more, so we're trying to like make sure we're polished in certain
Yeah.
areas and stuff like that. So I think that the raunchiness of season one is what takes it for me. But yeah, that's my answer. What about you?
So to give people an idea of what this looks like, season one was from April to August. It included
Yeah.
episodes like Thick Ain't Texas, where we talked about Beyonce, Spring Fling, where we talked about springtime and good vibes. We talked about gay friendships. We talked about dating while gay. We talked about being bigger of the bigger diaspora while being black and gay. We had episodes featuring people like Frank in the City, Lamont, the gay dating coach. There was a third host. Our good friend Big Waves on Swim, aka Dave, was a part of season one. We saw a lot of fun things in season one. In season two, we flipped the switch and we went even further. We started off with an Halloween episode with our very own Tevin, who's our producer. We saw Italia from Petersburg, Virginia, talking about business, marketing, understanding things from a cisgender woman's standpoint. Then we had another conversation with Dave there. We talked to Lamont again. Season two, we talked to Black Fox from the Uncles of Noda podcast. We were able to talk to Tonka Garcon, Bayomi Campbell. So we had a good conversation. We talked to Lamb from Frolic, which is a uprising queer, I don't even know what to call it, festival or event. So
because let me tell you something. I throw these hands, and I also walk around with the 9mm in my purse. Where I went on a hiatus, and I was not talking to anybody in the friend group besides.
You know what a side is?
No. It's three of y'all. It's three of them in there. When
somebody posted it, I said, well, with the left or the right side? Because
topping or bottoming.
Plus size male as someone who's going to be sloppy and someone who's going to. I do love a horse face. I love me a strong face. That long, strong face.
All you long, strong face niggas out there.
I love season one for its rawness, like you said, but I have to go with season two for its advancements. Because I just feel like season two was like, okay, girl, they really are serious. Like they did another season. Right. So it's gonna have to be season two for me.
Yeah, it was hard for me, like, but I feel like season one, like I said, that the rawness, us, we just trying to figure our way through this. Like, oh girl, we're doing this. Like, if we keep putting it off, we're not about to put it off no more. We're just gonna do it. Yeah. And as time goes, we're gonna figure it out. Just the elevation from the whole first season, like even from us discovering Tevin and Tevin coming on as the producer, and you not having to do everything in the background and try to lead. You know what I'm saying? It just was like seeing the elevation of just the first season. And of course, second season was good. I mean, my girl was too. But I loved season one.
That's fair. I will tell people all the time that watch our podcast, take your time and go through season 1 and 2, even if you're just tuning in now, because you will find it amusing to watch the progress. Episode 1, we didn't have a producer or anything. So it was literally me controlling the episode, and you could see my eyes just all over the place, looking confused, making sure I pressed the right button, to now being in a place where we have a team that we love dearly. So shout out to our team, Tevin, Justice, and Quisha. Thank you guys for all that you do. We're back in the saddle. So get ready. But go back and watch so you can see the progress of Thiquetalk podcast, and you can understand the success of where we are. With that being said, I know many people are like, well, I'm just tuning in season 3 because I just heard about you. So Vonjay, how would you describe Thiquetalk podcast to people? How do you describe it?
Girl, let me tell you something. I am very, very bad at describing things. But I will say, I'll just be like, it's a safe space where originally it was about 4 of y'all, I believe it was, like original, like way back when, when y'all first started. I think it was like 4 of y'all, basically 4 gay guys came to curate a space to be able to shoot the shits and just have fun, talk about lifestyle, pop culture, gay culture, health and wellness, mental health, all of the above, is how I would explain it. But yeah, I feel like that's like a textbook answer. It's not really a fun.
That was cute.
A fun,
Is that what you really
jazzy
tell people when you ask about the
rundown.
podcast?
So when people ask about the podcast, I say, yeah, me and my friend have a podcast, and we talk about gay shit. We talk about like lifestyle. We talk about mental health. We talk about everything. It's like, no, I really just be like, me and my friend.
I didn't know where that was going.
And a lot of people, most times, like that have like that it get to that point. A lot of people already know that I have a podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. Mm-hmm. How would you describe it, T-Nell, since you are basically the, founder and the founder of this platform? I want to hear your rundown of what you envisioned for this and how it came to where it is now.
Wow. You threw that before I was going to answer the description, but you threw that for a loop.
No, I just had to, had a little razzle dazzle.
I will say people don't know this. So when the pandemic happened in 2020, a lot of people don't know this. I think this is my first time describing it to go this far back. In 2020, the pandemic happened. I was doing live shows then from my mom's house because I moved in with her during the pandemic. And I had a director's chair. I had a tripod. And I would go on live, light my hookah, have a drink, and invite random people on there just to shoot the shit. And I would have my mannequin behind me. I had a cute little backdrop. And people was like, oh my God, I really will watch this. But in my head, I'm like, well, it's only 25 people watching. That ain't nothing. That's not enough to start a podcast. So I kind of died off with that, right? And I was very successful in that because I really had guest hosts on there. We're talking about a pandemic that nobody knew about. We're talking about what was going on, how do we maneuver it, how do we survive. However, a bitch called Clubhouse came about. And I call her a bitch because she's a double-edged sword. Love her for the connections that I made, but hate her for the friendships that did not last from that app. However, Clubhouse came along. If you do not know, Clubhouse was like the audio version of podcasting. You would go into all these different rooms. There were panels talking. Well, this little girl of mine, Miss Tino, decided to join Clubhouse when a friend of mine Elgin actually sent me a Clubhouse for a HBCU room. I was like, oh my God, this is fun. We would get in there. They would talk about all like the old stuff from back in the day, just reminisce. And somehow I logged in one day and I stumbled across a room called the Shade Room. And I was thinking it was a Shade Room from Instagram. But it wasn't. It was the shade room of the gays of Clubhouse. Join that. Shout out to all my girls, whether we talk or not, whether I fuck with you or not. Shout out to y'all for being entrepreneurs and pioneers, because there was no other Black queer spaces on Clubhouse that size, making that number, like 24-hour rooms, 48-hour calls. We were doing the damn thing. And so from there, I inherited the name of the First Lady. And so people always be like, well, where did that come from? Because if you know me to know, I always be referencing things to music, church. It's just, I'm a church queen, child. Don't tell nobody I said that. I'm a church queen. But Clubhouse really propelled that, and I ran with it. I had my own rooms. I had a team that I was in. Shout out to Milk and Cookies, aka the Cook Up. Love y'all, capiche. After that, I'm like, okay, so what's next? And then Lamont White with the Gay Dating Coach had Shoot Your Shot Wednesdays. Child, and if you ever seen Shoot Your Shot Wednesday, it is something to be talked about after you watch that show, because it is some men and some women on there that'll blow your mind. Basically, it's almost like a Kendra G, Lamont White. I'm trying to think of who else does that.
The little pep at you, girl.
But no, seriously, it went from that to developing an after-hour show with 4 other people, and from there we rotated guests. And one day, people was like, "You really should do a podcast." I'm like, "I really should not, because I don't feel like it." And then y'all bitches came along and pushed me, and pilot season 1, 2024. We shot a pilot. It was 6 of us on that pilot. Out of the 5, 3 lasted. My dad died. I didn't think I wanted to do this shit no more. And literally we was like, nope, press through. We will get it done. 2 seasons later, we are here for season 3. That was a long ass story, y'all. But y'all be asking, so I had to
It was a
answer.
very long story.
That is how we became Thiquetalk Podcast. That is how we got here. It's our baby, y'all. So welcome back to season 3, bitch. We taking it up, okay?
Welcome back, y'all. We going up for real, and we still don't have a name for that, for the what you call us, but that's neither here nor there. You know,
for now, y'all the
my
Thiquettes.
fam.
It's okay.
Y'all my fam. Y'all good. We love y'all.
Well, usually we also have a segment called Thique Tale of the Week. Now, to be honest, the people that's watching at home, y'all, it has been a time to get back in the saddle. So we decided to take it easy tonight on something we both enjoy. and we just decided to make our own renditions of our tequila drinks. So, Vaughn, what do you have in your mug? Let's show the mug.
I actually have
show
a
the mug.
mule.
Show the
So
mug. Show the mug.
get into the mugs, y'all. This mug and this mug. Yeah, that says the fact that you can't really tell, but you know. But yeah, I have the mule. So originally we were going to film in person, y'all. But this last weekend was, I mean, hectic.
Tetris.
Okay. I mean, from starting off with the tire going flat, I mean, all the way up until Monday around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock when you left from Petersburg.
Seriously.
So yeah, we didn't get a chance to film, but the original idea was to do a mule in our mugs. So I did it because I already had the stuff. So I might as well. I was like, might as well.
Got you. And I am drinking a simple, what I've been drinking lately, my Skinny Girl shit, Terramana, tonic, and lime. Easy.
Tequila tonic. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This girl had me drinking tequila tonics at Mary Lou's on the rooftop, honey, and the girls was lit up. Okay,
I'm telling you, it's the way to go.
I mean, lit up.
You don't have to worry
It
about all
is
those
the way to
extra
go
sugars
because,
and-
like, yeah, I was gonna say because you don't. I feel like you will be able to get drunk and not really feel it the next day.
Yeah.
But however, comma, you feel drunk that night.
And I will
when you're
say
doing
it makes the drink is
It's
very
that-
light, so you drink more because you don't have to worry about, like, the syrups or the sugars. So you drink it, it's like, bitch, that was water. That's what it tastes like.
It's too much.
Because it's so light.
It's too much.
So you
Because
just keep
like
going.
that's too much. 'Cause even like Saturday, like I had 2 double shots. I think I had like 6 shots altogether
You went up.
on Saturday. And it was not intentional. That was not my plan. My plan was to go there, get like a little drink, and then just to be mingle and see the
Yeah.
grass or whatever. But I actually had like 6 shots, and that was crazy. And I felt it that night for sure. I mean, it was cool at first. Like I was having a good time in there, dancing by myself, ain't nobody else in there. But when I got home and I lay down, girl, the way that my stomach said head room spinning, girl, I said, yeah, no, ma'am. Not for me, honey. Not for me at all.
Well, without further ado, I do want to talk about this. We usually do this segment a little later. I'm going to switch up because, Vaughn J always fussing me when I switch up the lineup. But I'm going to switch it up a little bit because I feel like we need to go in and address some elephants in the room. And one of the biggest elephants in the room is our look. People are like, what happened to the page? What happened to everything? You guys kind of just blanked everything and starting over. Well, baby, Thiquetalk Podcast Season 3 is also the launch of Thiquetalk Podcast, the brand. We have decided to rebrand. Our logo, if you have not seen, it is in the top left-hand corner. That is our official font logo. However, we have changed ourselves enough to where here is our logo, and here is what it's going to look like on your merchandise and everything. So you definitely want to make sure you tune in. You definitely want to make sure you follow, subscribe, and share because Thiquetalk.com is where you need to go. It's been a journey. It took us a few tries, but I can say for myself, I am very pleased for not only the product, but the look of our new brand. How you feel, Vaughn?
I feel amazing. I think that, it was about time. We have been like, thugging it out, trying to get you to do everything up until this point. So it's like it was about time for us to finally like get some official like logo going. I will say just a side note that I kind of was team other logo before we got to this where we are. But I mean, it's
Wow,
cool.
you had to say that, huh?
But yeah, this one is really nice. Like after I like got more insight about the logo, like upon first look, I would have went with the other one. But after like seeing what we can do with this logo, how it's broken down, all of the above, the story behind this one makes more sense for us. So I'm definitely very happy about the logo. Shout out to our girl AK for getting us together and working with us. Even when we didn't really know exactly what we wanted, she pulled up, she showed us some options, she maneuvered, she did all of the above. She really was great to work with for sure.
Yeah, so definitely shout out to AK with Assemblage for that. And if you did not know, when you go to thiquetalk.com, it'll give you a link not only to our episodes, not only to our social media and all that, but it'll give you a link to our new store. So make sure you go to thiquetalk.com to check out that merchandise that's coming to you. Just click order and it'll come directly to your door. Different colors and different designs. We are happy to have things like shirts, tote bags, overnight toiletry bags, different little knickknacks, some trucker hats, and we're working on some other things to get going. But one of my favorite things is this wallpaper that's going to be on the screen in a couple of seconds, and it is luscious. So you got to download this wallpaper, put it on your phone, because this green on this cream is cunt, baby. And for those straight folks that are just now tuning into season 3, cunt is not a bad thing. She's a good thing. Okay, I just want to put that out there.
Cut me a little B word.
Okay, so shout out to that, and I'm excited to launch our new brand, like merchandise. We are an official.
I am so weak. 501c3. We're
That's
officially a nonprofit. We have all of the legalities filed and all of those things. So yeah, very excited. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the beginning. I feel like, we're still in those beginning stages. I feel like we have that set group of people that really like mess with us, that are really rooting for us, that want us to go further, that want us to be better, that are supporting us by showing up, that are supporting us by viewing, like all of the above. So it's like once everybody else get a whiff of what we're doing over here, I feel like, we're going to go further. So, I'm just excited to see where we go, with the cleanness of it all, with the actual
it's so
logos
universal.
and like you
I
said,
love
the brand. Yeah. So I think that people will be, a little bit more like, what's this? Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and that was the biggest thing for me. I wanted a brand that, no shade to my gays, but I wanted a brand where my cousins and my brothers that are heterosexual and masculine presenting, however we want to say it, are comfortable with representing our brand. It's not like some flamboyant logo. I love how our sisters that are heterosexual or cisgender also feel comfortable calling themselves a part of the Thiquetalk brand, whether that be thick in size, thick in mind, or thick in aesthetic. I love how universal it is. So that was the reason why I love this logo. It did take me some buy-in at first. It took me a little second to get the buy-in, but I did. So I want to shout out AK once again, and shout out to our new brand. So don't forget to follow Thiquetalk Podcast, and also check out thiquetalk.com for all the latest episodes and all the merchandise for our brand. Well, we're excited. I can't wait to see all of y'all merchandise. You never know when you're going to see us in our shit. So be ye ready always. And we're ready to partner with any brand.
Okay.
Yeah, we are official. So we can partner with your brand. We can partner with your nonprofit. We are ready. We're excited for some other events that we have planned for the year that's not just podcasting. The girls have been asking for a Friendsgiving again. So we have some plans for that. We are in some major cities this season, such as DC for DC Pride, Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta for the Beyonce concert. We'll be in Virginia for my 30th birthday. Of course, we're getting our ducks in a row for Red Dress Run, and possibly maybe even Miami for one of our team members' birthdays. We are all over the world this season, and I don't know how I'm gonna afford it, but
hello, but I'm here for it. I might have to rob Peter to pay Paul, but I mean, girl, we in there. Like, girl, we on the beach.
I don't see that white ship. I gotta rob Mike to pay back Dead Quan. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Shit, fuck the white folks. They don't care. Nah, I'm playing.
Robbing Mike to pay Dead Quan is crazy.
Well, it's time for your favorite segment. I'm gonna let you introduce this segment where we do that this or that moments.
All right, I don't think you're ready for this journey. But we already kind of did that, low key. But okay, we can go into. Are you ready for this, Shelly? Huh?
Not these questions.
Not these questions.
Except number one, you can skip that.
This is good. Yeah. Okay. So, I tried to put some stuff together that was a little messy, but not really messy. I was trying to give okay, let's base it off of stuff that we've done in the seasons past. I was gonna switch it up, but I'm gonna do Bayomi or Tonka for just choose whatever you want to base it on. You base it on.
Bitch, who?
Bayomi Campbell or Tonka Garcon?
Lariah Garcon.
It's giving the girls plead the fifth, girl. I'll let her have that one. I will let her have that one because that is her good Judy and her.
I'm gonna give Bayomi. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Same. And then I'm gonna go. So this is based off of Lamont, the dating coach, and his things that he has. So he has the Future Shy Wednesday, which we kind of talked about a little bit earlier. That's kind of how the podcast started. That's his event he does every Wednesday, and then it also does like a speed dating event from time to time where he, hosts in-person speed dating. And you have experienced the online version of the speed dating, so I just wanted to. I think you've experienced in-person too, right? When he came to Charlotte. No. Okay, so
Yeah,
I just wanted to kind of like get your feedback on which one, Shoot Your Shot Wednesday or speed dating.
It's gonna always be Shoot Your Shot Wednesday for me because I feel like Shoot Your Shot Wednesday is so random, it's so unexpected, it's so candid. I feel like where speed dating, people are prepared. They know they're coming to a speed dating event. They're putting their representatives for it. But bitch, that Shoot Your Shot Wednesday, when that content creator came on there that Wednesday, I helped host and told them girls she had been married for 20 years. I was gagging down. I said, "Do what?" So it's moments like that. It's moments like when the other two people got on there and they knew each other, and the boy said, "Do you still wear lace?" Like Shoot Your Shot Wednesday is just crazy.
I agree. I think they should just Shot Wednesday. It's just like the madness of it all. I'm sorry.
Stay up.
You still talking?
I am not.
No, I was just saying, just the madness of Shoot Your Shot Wednesday, the comments, like everything's just happening. Being able to talk to all of those people in the comments, I've met a couple people in the comments by thinking the same things. Like I just enjoy Shoot Your Shot Wednesday. I feel like it's like the original. But yeah. Okay, so let's go next. Next we have Doggy Style or Missionary Girl. Let's get into your business. Let's get into the bed.
Am I topping or bottoming?
I mean, you can decide. I mean, you can say both. Say both, because I be forgetting the girls' verse. So say both, girl.
Actually, for both, I ain't gonna lie. Both of them, I prefer Missionary. Honestly, I want to see my man.
Okay. I mean, I think I don't know. I would say I'm a Doggy Style girl. And I'm gonna say that only because I liked the being able to like throw it back. Feel like I'm putting in some work. I feel like when I'm a missionary, even though it's very sensual, I can, rub your back. I can give all of those things. It just doesn't give. I'm not doing anything. I feel like a pillow princess in missionary. So
watch your mouth.
I like, a little throw it back. I need to make sure he know that I'm like, this thing is throwing it back. Yeah. But okay, next we have handcuffs or a swing. If you had to choose.
Bitch, I ain't doing either. Nah, ain't nobody handcuffing me. Ain't nobody tying me up.
This is with your man. This is not just random. So with your man, you should feel comfortable or safe with doing these things if that's what y'all like to do. So you have to choose which one.
Shorty, swing my way.
Yeah. I would rather swing too. I feel like I don't want to be constrained. I mean, yeah, give me the swing. Give me the swing. Okay, but that wraps up. Are you ready for this, Jelly? Because we kind of already touched on a few of the other questions that we had on here already. But yeah, I think it's time for us to get into. Are we going politics? What are we doing? Are we introducing the girls to politics? What is it?
I think politics is a great answer, but tonight for politics, the subtitle is "Mess on the Heel" is what we're going to call this because, baby, since our last conversation in January, I want to say this. It's just nothing but mess on that heel. From, let me go down to my list. Since Donald J. Trump took office and you people in America decided to not vote my girl Kamala Harris in. By the way, she looked amazing on Easter. Can we pull that really quick? The yellow dress gave, the look gave. So I want to give Kamala her shout out. Bitch, you look good. But let's go back to Trump. Since Trump has been in office, let's talk about his DEI rollbacks. Everywhere you go, Target has lost money because they decided to say no DEI. And people said, well, we're boycotting you. So that is less money for them. They are going through literally turmoil right now. They're seeing at least 9% decrease from a year ago in traffic and sales. That may not sound like a lot to you, but 9% is a lot of money. That's $100. And $10 of that $100 is gone. You have to change your finances for that because you lost that $10 and are potentially losing more. Schools are losing programs. Harvard University is in the process of suing the White House for DEI threats and conning them basically to try to bully them to take the DEI programs away. And when we say DEI programs, let's talk about it. It's not just a black and white thing. It is disabilities. It is women. It is different races, ethnicities, walks of life. DEI is also protected classes. So it's not just about black and white. And that's where voters messed up. They really bought into this whole DEI thing of like thinking that black people were getting an advantage. And when the truth is, black people have always been off of merit. We've always had to work harder than our, how can I say this the political right way, than our counterparts, shall I say.
I was going to say counterparts, yeah.
Yeah, so DEI is a huge thing that this office is taking care of. Another thing that's really aggravating is that damn Elon fucking Musk. Elon Musk was first brought in as a White House staff member advisor overseeing the Department of Government Efficiency. Some of you know them as Doge. Doge has wreaked havoc from firing different people from different departments heads, even letting go of some departments that should never have let go, like the nuclear weapons team, or like your team that's in charge of farming, or stopping food from going to starving kids in different lunch areas. Doge has wreaked so much havoc that apparently rumors have it that Elon Musk wants to get out really bad, but they won't let him. Because Elon Musk's brand for Tesla has lost so much in sales and profit. He's like, I need to get out of here. But I don't know what the fuck you expected when you got on the ticket with Donald J. Trump. You bought him the election. You now owe him. That's just what it is. I'm also under scrutiny right now, baby. Let me take a sip.
Lubricate, bitch.
Bitch. Signal chat. Now picture this. You work for a very top agency. You guys are supposed to communicate only through your team's account because it's safe. Oh no, but you guys have to make an iPhone message group chat that could potentially get hacked any day. And you're talking about how you're going to attack the other company that is one of your biggest rivals and how you're going to launch missiles. Not only that, Vaughn, you decided to add your wife and your brother in the group chat, and they have nothing to do with this. That's what's going on right now in the White House. The girls are under scrutiny because Signal Chat, what is an app you use for group chats, was used by government officials such as Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, JD Vance. Many of our White House administrators were in this group chat, child, illegally. And when I say illegally, because they wanted Hillary Clinton on a fucking pitchfork because she was sending emails from a laptop. Whereas these girls are literally breaking all type of rules, and it's unfolding every day. But nobody's making a big deal of it. Yeah. So that's that. Anti-LGBT and state legislation surge, child. We know how we do. Y'all know they're coming for us first, but I really feel bad. Sisters, don't take this bad. Them trans girls, y'all got it bad, baby. They gunning for y'all every second. Anytime the White House mess up, they literally are going to do that. And it has to be a thing. Now, Cory Booker, on the other hand, shout out to Cory Booker. Bitch, stood on the floor of the House for over, I think, 18 hours or something like that, for a very long time. I can't even remember at this moment. Take a look at this clip real quick.
When is it going to be enough? My voice is inadequate. My efforts today are inadequate to stop what they're trying to do. But we, the people, are powerful. We are strong. We have changed history.
So yeah, bitch, Cory Booker did his big one, and I mean big one. So shout out to him for standing up, because it was definitely a moment where we didn't know what the Dems was giving, because Schumer sellout. That was another big thing to happen. I don't know if you guys remember Chuck Schumer. He basically folded when it was time for the revote on that financial bill that the Republicans were trying to pass through for Donald Trump. Basically saying we're going to cut social services, veteran affairs, Medicaid, all of these big ticket items, while giving billionaires and big companies fucking tax breaks and giving them more money. However, one of the biggest things today that me and Von J can relate to, student loan debt. So the White House is under major heat as they are rolling back protections that Joe Biden and previous administration put in place, where they are sending our debt to collections if you do not make payments, potentially taking your taxes, taking your wages, anything, basically privatizing federal student loan recovery and debt. But nobody wanted to forgive this debt when Joe Biden wanted to. So guess what, bitches? It's time to file bankruptcy on these hoes. And that's what I'm going to do, because you're not getting this money. Like, we're talking about taking away things like your income revenue programs, where it says, okay, if you make this amount of money, you pay this amount every month. Because, bitch, I can't afford to pay y'all $1,000 every month. I don't have that. I don't know who has that, but I don't. So that is another huge thing. Federal workers, I'm praying for you all. They are after y'all heads every other day, but you girls holding in strong. But nevertheless, I want to especially recognize people like Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Bernie Sanders, your Maxine Waters, your Nancy Pelosi's, your Cory Booker's, your Jeffries. Even Kamala Harris was spotted on Sunday while she was out for Easter. She told somebody she's back, and I think she's back with a vengeance. I'm praying for the day that I wake up to a headline that says election fraud found in 2024 elections. This cabinet was never supposed to be in office. But in a short script, that is literally what's happening since Donald Trump has gotten in office. Oh, how can I forget the biggest thing? Fucking tariffs. I am tired of hearing that word. Every day is somebody a fucking tariff. Tariff this, tariff that.
Let me tell you something.
Now you got China ready to give us 200% tariffs. Bitch, I ain't even ordered my Shein cart for Pride. And they trying to tariff my shit. All I'm saying is, for all of you listening, it is important and it is very, very pertinent that during your local elections for those House and Senate seats, that you go vote and you vote Democratic, because honestly, at this point, that's what we've come to, where Republicans are not standing up for what's important. They are not holding town halls because they don't want to be held accountable. They are not listening to their constituents, aka the people that voted them in office, because they do not want to answer for the bullshit that they are putting us through. So if you are hearing me and you are seeing me, you get your ass out there and you vote locally in November and in 2026 so we can put a stop to this daily chaos of mess on the Hill. And somebody, please, for the love of me, tell Carol, what's her name, Carolyn Levitt, whatever her name is, lay off the lip plump and please find better wardrobes. You look old. You're too damn young to look like that. And tell JD Vance to lay off the eyeliner. And I'm done. That is politics of the week. Salute.
We're not cheersing to that shit. That shit is a mess, honey.
Girl, I got a train. I got a drink. What else am I do? What else am I do?
You need a drink. You need an edible, girl. We need a shroom at this point, girl.
No, what we need to do is keep doing like black people are doing.
Give it.
We need to keep doing these line dances like the girls are doing.
Mm-hmm.
I
got my fan. Where them fans at?
No, seriously.
The video.
The video that show, it'd be like breaking news and there's people line dancing. Breaking news and the people line dancing.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit is hilarious.
Right now, we have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news coming. We have some really big news tonight, and we have another terrible breaking news up. We have some scary news. We have some big news right now. Donald Trump has officially revoked. Right now, we have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news coming. We have some really big news tonight, and we have another terrible breaking news up. We have some scary news. We have some big news right now. Donald Trump has officially revoked.
Are you done baddies with them? Yeah, bitch. Mess on the Hill is definitely mess on the Hill. The White House is definitely doing that big one. So shout out to politics this week. Shout out to Mess on the Hill. If you want to know more, make sure you follow us on Instagram because I love to post updates to Thiquetalk podcast or to my personal page at t.nail. But there's one subject that I do not do. You might call that ghetto, but this shit is ratchet as hell. And I'm going to give it to Vaughn for baddies with the baddest, because bitch, I do not watch that shit.
Yeah, I love me a little baddies action, girl. Like it started way back. But anyway, those of you who know me, you know that me and my girl Quee, we take Ratchet TV Sundays very seriously. This is where we're watching all of our Ratchet TV shows. We're watching the baddies on Zeus Network. We're watching South Central baddies on Nana's TV. We're watching Mean Girls. We're watching all of the things that concurs or falls under the category of ratchetivity. But okay, so this week we're going to get into some things. So first I'm going to give y'all a rundown of Baddies Midwest Reunion. So first part. Y'all know the first part, they all have to come in, they show their little outfits off, all of that little stuff. They finally come on stage, child. And in the first episode, you really don't get much. Everybody's still kind of waiting on part 2. So in the first episode, you get Mel leaving. Ciao. So if you don't know, Mel and Ivory had beef on Ratchet TV Network, now that's TV. So they were on another show together, child, and allegedly Ivory threw piss on the girl in her sleep. So they have like real beef. Yeah, girl. It's ghetto. Yeah, you need to hear it. I need to see your facial reactions as I go through this. But yeah, they have like real beef. So she came on the show to, handle her beef with, Ivory, because Ivory is on Baddies on Zeus Network now. So they get on there, girl. They at the reunion. Child, she didn't stir up all this drama with other people on the cast as well from the time of the ending of the season up until it's time to record the reunion. That now she's don't want to go on stage because she don't want to get jumped. Nobody's gonna jump you, sis. They all can handle you 1-on-1. But why would you start trouble with all them people thinking that Zeus gonna give you some more money, and then you get there and they don't even give you a spot? First of all, you were about to be the last person coming on stage. Girl, she just felt so set up. So she left. It was so sad. The girl left the show. It was giving what Natalie said. It gave. I've never seen her run so fast. She ran off of the set. Natalie is messy as hell. First of all, because why would she have Ivory standing down at the bottom of the stairs when she brought Mel outside? That is very messy. This network, y'all try my girl. Like, I do like Mel, but Mel, you tried it trying to come on Zeus and start shit and then get scared and leave at the reunion. Girl, we wanted to see that little thump. We wanted to see it again. Anyway, number 2. Why would they have them girls jumping little poor Emma like that? Girl, it's a little girl on there. Poor Emma. She left early. She had a little family altercation in the middle of the season. Why would Dolly and Summer jump her like that? That's all I'm going to say. Number 3. DTB slapping the piss out of Natalie for no reason. That shit
I did see that
was
clip.
hilarious.
I saw that
Let me
clip
tell
on
you
Instagram.
something.
I saw
She
that.
came, so, you know, like when you have a reunion, they bring out a certain amount of baddies at a time. So they brought out, like, you know, Natalie first. Of course, she's the CEO baddie. You know, then they brought out, you know, old school girls like Rolly, Scotty, and Taseki, I want to say. Something like that. They brought out them. And then they brought out Diamond. And when Diamond came out, she came out and she's hugging, you know, Santana. She hugs Janisha. Then she goes to hug Natalie, and she like, wow. I mean, slaps Natalie out of nowhere. I mean, nobody's expecting this. Everybody said they were just drinking together in the back before they came out on stage. And that's what she does. Yeah, it was a mess, but it was funny. It was necessary because I love Natalie. I love Natalie Nunchen, but she needed that. She needed that. They said, "Did you need that?"
Wait, why does she need that? I'm confused.
And she gave her that. Because Natalie is messy. Let me tell you something. She is the real confessionals gangster. She talk about everybody else and throughout the season, you know, she plays, you know, in front of their face, she plays cool. And then she get into confessionals and she's like, because I'm the CEO baddie. And who gonna check me? She get in there and she start popping her big one, you know.
Oh, okay. She untouchable.
Anyway, let's fast forward to part 2. Because, you know, part 1 was just a little teaser, really. You know, it's just, like I said, give you the glitz and glamour of them coming in, showing off their outfits, you know, catching up with each other, all that good stuff. And then they, like, have, like, 20 minutes of action. But let's step over into part 2, which came out on Sunday. That's where the action happened. So, Taseki and Bad Dolly got into it. So, they got into it on the show. And they didn't really get to fight. So they said that they were going to wait until Bad Dolly healed after the show. And on the reunion, they would get their ones. It gave Bad Dolly should have just set that one out. Because my good sis got slapped. I mean, she didn't really go to sleep, but she fell. Like, it gave hit the floor. It gave hit the jaw, and the jaw hit the floor. So I would have just gave up after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, any real bitch already know a bitch like her. When it comes to Taseki in those hands, them Baltimore hands, girl, it gives very much like, you're not fucking with her. And you know you're not fucking with her. So it's okay. Like, if you get knocked out, just take your L. At least you ain't got no knots, no bruises. Just take the L, I failed, and go about your business. But girl, she had to do another round. The second round was pretty cute. It was cool. I would say she got a little bit more hits in there, but it didn't give, she beat nobody. She didn't beat nobody tonight.
She had to beat the man.
And then... I'm sorry. You know, I'm getting a little excited. You know, I talk about baddies to the gift. You know, I just want to get in there too. I be wanting to get in the field sometimes because they be playing with my girls. So I got faves, of course, you know, but I'm not really gonna get into that because I don't want nobody to like, you know, judge my opinions.
Yeah, come out of that.
I'm sorry.
Come out of that.
Anyway. Big Lex and Ivory, of course, they do their big one. I feel like theirs was kind of a tie. You know, they don't really, you know, they go heads up. You know, it's nothing really crazy. But yeah, all in all, like, you know, I feel like baddies. It was a couple of different things in there. Like, you know, I might have to. I don't want to really show y'all. I'm just gonna run it down because if I show y'all, it's a little too ratchet for the look we're going for. I told y'all we're trying to excel. I told you we're trying to elevate. Yeah, I'll give y'all an update, but I don't want to give y'all no visuals because it goes there. Okay. So yeah, that's my little rundown of, baddies for today. But I did want to add on the end, our producer brought up a good thing. I mean, a good little, topic to like go over to Alpha talking about this. So Bad Dolly and Taseki, after their fight or whatever, Clarissa Shields, I don't know if y'all know her. I think she's like an Olympic gold medalist in boxing or something like that. She's currently goes with Papoose. So there had been talks about her fighting Taseki because people wanted to, like, because Taseki can really fight, so people wanted her to fight Taseki or whatever. So after the fight, Clarissa Shields has so much to say all the time. She's rooting for the other girl. She's saying, "Girl, I see your footwork or something." Some crazy stuff she says and retweets and posts or whatever. And everybody's like, "Girl, you're a whole trained fighter. Like, that girl is a street fighter." Now, granted, if she get the training that you got, I'm sure she could go toe to toe with you. But right now, girl, like, why are you picking? What's tea, girl? The girl ain't said that to you since that first time they even brought up the whole situation of her fighting you. And she didn't say that she wanted to fight you. It was like like a thing of the fans creating a thing like, "Oh, y'all want to see them fight," and then she just have been going at it since then, girl. But anyway, trash, girl. We don't want to see that. We don't want to hear that. But speaking of the Malone sisters, Krishan, honey, and Mr. Blueface, honey. So apparently my girl got a new man, and she's been flying all over Instagram with this new man.
I saw that.
Over here on the East Coast, the girls, she's in Baltimore or whatever.
I saw that.
And she hasn't been to LA, but apparently her stuff was still in Blueface's house.
Okay.
So, Blueface is in jail. For the girls that didn't know, he's still in jail. He called his pappy, told his pappy it's time to wrap that thing on up. So his father then goes to his house, packs up all of Krishan's shit, putting it in boxes, garbage bags, all of the above. And then he has the nerve to record. I don't know if he recorded or went live or what did he do, but it's all over the blogs. So I'm like, what possessed you to record this? Like, at the end of the day, like, and then she went live later on and she talked about like how, parents should kind of stay out of it, like, because at the end of the day,
definitely, hands down,
she has your grandchild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if she needs somewhere to be, she needs somewhere to be. I don't give a damn if she got somebody else.
So wait, so
not.
the house was still in her
and
the house was still in her and Blueface's name, or just Blueface's name?
I mean, I'm sure it probably is just in his name.
Oh, she's
but she was staying there. But no, this is probably this is his house that he had before her, I believe. And she had got a house. There. Remember, she had moved out on her own. She got a house. She had moved out on her own. Got the house, and I remember all of that being. I think that she like either probably moved back with him because she was with him before when he got locked up. She was with him.
Well, she was just with him a couple weeks ago. That's what occurred. She wanted to get his face tattooed. That was just a few weeks ago. Y'all need to leave them slow people alone.
I have no words.
Y'all that. Everybody slow. Everybody acting like Shamar. Everybody slow. Everybody slow like Shamar.
The girls are crazy. I am okay with saying that. Like, the girls are crazy. We're gonna say crazy. We're just gonna give them crazy because I don't want to put them in that category.
Oh no, girl. You don't gotta say. Tina gonna say it. Them girls be acting like they touched by an angel. Sean, you know better than that. You knew better than being in that house anyway with no nigga.
But did she know better?
She from Virginia, baby. We was taught somewhere.
She ain't from no Virginia.
Well, she got family there.
That girl live in dirty Baltimore.
She got family in Virginia. Somebody taught her something.
She grew up. She had a hard knock life. I will give her that.
I am sorry to hear that, Krishan. I hope it works out for you, boo.
I hope it does. I think she has a home here over in the East Coast somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't know, but you have a question before I wrap up, or you have?
Yeah, I got a question. No. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Wrap up. Ooh, how am I ask this? How the baby doing?
According to sources, the baby's fine. And that wraps up, baddies with the baddies. Let me tell y'all something. I will be giving y'all updates throughout the season around things that I love about Ratchet TV.
Yeah.
And you girls just sit back and enjoy, honey. Me and my girl, we are going to watch our baddies, honey. If we don't do anything else, we're going to watch our Ratchet TV. Sunday, we was at TJ's family house for a cookout.
Don't be telling my business. Don't be telling my business.
We had to come bike to my house and watch Ratchet TV. Well, Ratchet TV watched us because we were tired and we fell asleep on the couch. Yeah.
Well, speaking of falling asleep on the couch,
we up to date now. We up to speed.
Speaking of falling asleep on the couch and talking about Ratchet TV, as we are coming to our hour segment of the show, I do want to get into something that a lot of viewers want to know. Two things, actually. Number one, they've been seeing you working out. The girls have been seeing you post that you've been getting fit. What is that about? Because I want to know too, bitch. Are you still gonna be Thiquetalk?
Are you saying what is my working out about?
Yeah. What's this new jush?
It's okay. So let's see. Beginning of the year, my doctor told me I need to lose weight.
Okay.
That's how it started.
Okay, that's fair.
And I did a challenge with Kirsten, a 21-day challenge. Our friend Kirsten, she did a 21-day challenge with some of her friends where we were basically, you know, getting outside more, reading more, taking life into ourselves more, a couple of different things. So doing that also helped me with sticking to going to the gym. I was going to the gym 2 times a day. You know, I was trying to change my eating just a little bit, you know, things of that sort. And now I'm trying to make it a lifestyle, you know, and not necessarily to lose weight, you know, of course, but like I have high blood pressure or whatever. So the girl be trying to get that under control. And I feel like when I work out, it's at a good space. So I try to continue to work out as much as I can. But the girl be giving child. I be tired. Let me tell you something. It's not enough hours in a day to be able to do all the things that we need to do to be able to sustain life.
Bitch, you don't be going to sleep. Like right now, we're recording it. We are giving an evening recording right now. But when we're done, bitch, go to bed. You be up watching TV.
I'm probably gonna like the
3 o'clock in the morning. See, that's your problem because I'm gonna like mine too though, so I can't be mad at it. But I'm hungry, so I'm definitely gonna get something to eat when we done.
I don't think I'm gonna light it though. Let me tell you what I did. Let me tell y'all what's some funny shit. I put my hookah up on top of y'all know I have a loft. For those of you listening, I have a loft, and in my loft there's like a ledge over like the I don't know. It's like a middle space in between my bedroom and the kitchen,
right?
And I have a lot of like extra storage up there. And today I decided to put my hook up there because I'm like, maybe if I can't get to it as easy, I'll probably want to smoke it. Oh, I'm gonna pull it down.
Oh wow! Well, that worked out, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna pull it down. Maybe I gotta get it just once. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pull that down.
Well, I'll ask you
we'll
this
see how
too.
I feel after this is over.
Well, that's fair. I think both of us are on a health kick. We're doing it 2 different ways.
Oh right, yeah. You're talking about me, girl. Can I say? Actually, I think I want you to insert the clip.
I know you're not about that clip. I about the clip from DC. You know what? For the people out there, when you see me at DC Pride and you're gonna say this bitch look good, take a look at this clip real quick, and this will answer. This tell you how I lost that weight. Bitch, you're an asshole because I'm gonna put this clip in here, so you better send it to me, bitch. I'm fucking weak.
I'm going to find that motherfucking clip, bitch. What's going on, y'all? The baddest pulled us back again with a new bitch, though. This hot motherfucker over here, right? So, we over here, we chatting. We talking about how we need to get healthy, all these things, right? This bitch says, yeah, just tell you, make you think about how you need to get healthy. Ooh, I'm down to get on that Ozempic. This bitch is blocked. I'm sick of you bitches. But yes, you've been on your health kick as well, you know. How was that going for you? What started that?
So, to be honest, I'm a transparent person. I'm not one of them girls who be like, oh, I lost weight from working out online and shit. So I started off on a medication called phentermine. And, bitch, you know I ain't gonna lie. So phentermine was doing good. I was losing weight, but the problem was she was raising my blood pressure. So if you're listening and watching and you think about taking alternatives, phentermine, be very careful with it because it is a stimulant. However, it had my BP up. So when I went to go with my check-in, they're like, oh, Mr. Wynn, you lost like 20-something pounds. You look good. You're doing well. And then she took my blood pressure. I had a black nurse, honey. And she said, ooh, because I ain't never had no blood pressure issues before. Believe it or not, for the girls that's out there watching, just because a bitch is thick or big don't mean that bitch is unhealthy. A lot of us, we just eat. I have never had no diabetes issues, no blood pressure, knock on wood. So when I went in there, the girl like, ooh, you okay? I said, I'm fine. So then she said, I'll be back once the doctor come in. I'm going to come back and redo it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm excited. Maybe I'm just happy I lost a little weight. And so then the doctor come in and she's like, oh, I'm going to take it with the old school way, with the wrap, with the hearing thing, or whatever. She said, ooh, you all right? I said, I'm fine. You all right? She said, She said, your blood pressure is 150 over like 110. I said, ooh. I said, that's bad, ain't it? She said, yeah. So they took me off of the phentermine. I was devastated because I was losing weight. I was devastated. You putting paws on me. Cause a bitch be 30 in a couple of months. I gotta look good for Beyonce and DC Pride in New Orleans. I wanna come out with yeah. But she said, you know
that
what?
one.
We're gonna put you on the Zep bound. So they got me on Zep bound now, honey. So I take my little shot every week, and I'm okay with that. I'm losing weight. Man, the hardest part, and I gotta respect Vaughn for doing this. I don't want to give my best friend his fucking kudos. This nigga goes to class. He works out, line dancing, once again, to the girls, it'd be like, oh, you're bigger. You don't be active. This is a bitch that's active daily, whether it's the gym, whether it's a dance class, whether it's aerobics, fucking what you in, a cardio and abs, and he in a class. Me
all of the
opposite.
above, yeah.
We got, if we could take both of us and put us together, we'd be a healthy bitch. Cause he like to work out, and I don't mind eating right. You know, I could, like today, I only had a smoothie today, a little juicer my cousin made, and I had some fresh fruit. I am hungry right now, and I'm a little lit, so I probably will go get some food. But I say all that to say, hopefully, when I go back to the doctor in 2 weeks, I could be almost at 30 pounds down. People are trying to say they could see it. If I can just get in that gym, friend, how do you do it?
It's not that bad. And I think also, like, the gym that I go to, when I first started going to the classes and then like coming back and them like recognizing and being welcoming and like, oh, you came back, or after the first class finished, like, make sure you come back. Like that camaraderie made me feel a little bit easier on coming back to the gym, because I started with just classes and then I worked my way up to going upstairs and actually like lifting weights and getting on a Stairmaster, because I really hate a treadmill. I'm not a treadmill kind of girl. I'd rather walk outside. Work that back up. And now, girl, I be going to the gym by myself, girl. It was me and Quee doing our thing together for a while. And now our schedules are different. We don't really collide. So I'm trying to work on getting up early and actually going to the gym and then being at work by 9:30, 9 o'clock, so that I can be on my first meeting. It's a little, it's not bad. I just think it's always like, for me anyway, the like atmosphere is what draws me in and keeps me there. So I think that, paying that extra money to go to the Y instead of going to Planet Fitness, because the girls love a little Planet Fitness, a little $20 membership, but that little extra money I pay to go to the Y is really helpful to, creating that space for me to want to come back. And also seeing the niggas in the gym. Hold on, let me hold on.
Yeah, we don't have.
Let me talk about that boy real fast, because
you talking about the niggas that got you
the niggas
blocked?
be in the gym.
You talking about the niggas that got you blocked?
That's kind of a sensitive topic. But yeah, the niggas be in the gym. Let me tell y'all something.
We'll dive into that next episode. I can't wait.
The Y has like actual like basketball court in there. And when I tell y'all, all of the niggas be in there, me and Quisha still trying to figure out how do they get in there, whether they're like getting off of work, like what's tea?
Yes,
like
passes.
How do y'all all be in here this early in the morning? Like none of y'all working or something? So we thinking they just like get off of work and come there. That's what I think. That's what one of our friends told us. That's what a lot of them do. They get off work in the morning, they work the night shift, and they come there, they work out, and they do basketball. And when I tell you, fine as hell, I mean fine as hell. And unfortunately, the nigga that I was fucking with, he was also in there.
Wow.
I can't wait about that. And I hope I don't run into him, because let me tell y'all something. I be wanting to flatten the nigga tires, but he lucky the motherfucking Y got what's it called? Cameras. If the Y didn't have cameras, him and them tires on that little Maxima would be gone. Okay? Flat. Okay, because don't play with me. I'm not one of them.
We'll divulge in that next time.
I will talk about it no more in the discussion.
No. We got to get into that definitely next time. But as we're moving along, I do want to just say thank you, and I appreciate you for sticking this out with me for another season, committing to another season, friend. I'm excited for season 3. Yeah, you did commit, bitch. You don't have another choice but to commit, okay? But no, seriously, thank you for.
The people say I got commitment issues, girl.
I don't know, but your supporters will not let you do that. I know they wouldn't. So I ain't worried about that. People come just for Von Jet. But no, seriously, thank you for always just getting back in the saddle. We're back in it. For those of you who are listening and watching tonight, this episode was supposed to just get us back on track. Get us back in the mood, baby. And we've done that, because guess what? Season 3 has officially now commenced. So, where we usually say, let's subscribe, like, and share. I want you to subscribe, like, and share, but also buy some merchandise. Because it's important. Oh, the girl got some pepper in my eye. It's important that we not only support by watching, but this season we're bringing the product to you. So I want you to purchase something and go to our website and support. So one more time, cheers to season 3. Cheers to some merchandise. Cheers to some great co-hosts. Cheers to some great conversation. Cheers to some better followers, bigger following. Salud.
And cheers to us, bitch.
But no, seriously, thank you guys so much. We are excited for this season. We're excited for season 3. We're excited for all the new adventures. I'm really excited just about merchandise and getting us where we need to get. But Von J, any last major words for the people tonight?
No, I don't have anything other than, continue to support us, continue to engage with us. We like when people are engaging with us, letting us know what you want to see, letting us know what you want to hear from us, because it helps us to make sure that we're meeting the needs of the people that are watching. Because at the end of the day, of course, we want to do what feels right for us, but we also want to make sure that we're catering to our audience, our target audience, the people that want to hear stuff, the people that are listening in, the people that are helping us to get our podcast to where we want it to be. So definitely get a little bit more interactive with us, and let's just have a good time. It's season 3, baby.
Yeah. And shout out to our brand, because I know when we ended season 2, my goal was to have us at least 700 followers on Instagram, and we are there. We're at 700 followers on Instagram, and people are like, oh, why do they care about following? It's about who we're reaching, the audience that's listening to us, that's subscribing. And also, if you're out there and you're like, oh, I want to join the podcast, when you say, hey, can you have me on? It's not us thinking that we're big time. It's not us being bougie. It's like, we want to make sure that we bring people onto the show that have something to offer, because it's a lot harder to sit up here for an hour to an hour and a half discussing and having conversation, not just talking. We're having conversations. When you say, I want to be a part, bring something to the table. Bring us conversation. Bring us some following. Bring us that moment. And to all of you who we've reached out to that don't want to respond, bitch, I see you. And when Thiquetalk Podcast becomes that girl, you remember, I'm going to look at the camera, baby. You remember how you passed up an opportunity to be with 2 of the baddest bitches in the industry. Okay, because you did not find us aesthetically pleasing for your brand. And I'll just leave it at that. Because I'm going to always check the girls. That's what Mother does. So cheers. But besides that.
And I'm going to always have the girl back.
Yeah, besides that, we'll have a lot of guests. Season 3 is going to be it's going to be real fun. Season 3 is going to be a great time. Season 3 is what you want to be tuned in for. But for now, thanks for holding it down. Thanks for being a part. Until next time, my friends, you keep it cute, keep it real, and keep it thick. Good night.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.